Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this will be a very short tutorial. I'll be showing you how to cut frontal to make it glueless frontal, just in case you don't want to install, make it glueless. I hope you get the point and I hope you learn a thing or two. So what we need for this tutorial is a tail comb, marker, a measuring tape, and then your frontal obviously, and a flat platform. Like you could build it on the floor, but I place mine on the table, let it be flat. So the first thing to do is to measure from measure your frontal from one end to the other, like what I'm doing right now. And what I did was I got 13 inches, but what I'm working with is 11.5. I'm going to put a picture of what I'm working with and then how to measure ear to ear on the screen. So I'm working with 11.5. What I had to do was to minus 11.5 from 13, and I got 0.7 using tape. So now I'm going to minus 0.7 from this end and also minus 0.7 from this other end as well. And I have to mark it. That's where the marker comes in. I have to mark it. You mark that point. And then move next, you measure from the parts you marked to the other part, not from the end of the frontal anymore. Now from this part you marked to this other point, and you can see it's 11.5. So now I'm sure I've gotten the perfect measurement, which is 11.5. I'm going to make this line longer and thicker. You understand why I'm doing this later in this video, because that's what I'm going to use to cut. So I'll do this for this side and for this other side as well. Make the line longer and thicker. Say what you want to say to me now. Please, if you have to check again and again before you cut, please check, because when you cut it and it's wrong, I don't know what you have to do at that point, because you cannot get the hair back, you cannot patch it. So if you have to check again. So this is the part where we need to cut. So I need my scissors and also my tail comb. I have to reduce the lighting of this part so that you guys can see the line well. So now I'm going to follow that line I created earlier, that long and thick line I was talking about earlier. I'm going to follow that line. Set this part aside, set this other part aside, that's following that line, and make sure you do this well so that you don't cut this other part of the frontal rather. Now you're going to cut from the beginning of the frontal, that's where the excess lace is. Follow that your line and cut to the end of the frontal, just like what I did. I'm going to do the same thing for this other side, and I think this other side was quite obvious more than this other side. So now I'm doing the same thing. Now you can see that line, it's obvious here. That line, I'm going to follow that line with my tail comb, open the frontal well and cut. Now this is why I said if you have to measure again and again, please do. If you're not so sure, please measure again, because that part I cut off is waste and like I can't use it for anything again. So you really have to be sure before you cut it. Now this is 11.5. We are going to measure it again to be sure. This is 11.5. This is my perfect ear to ear measurement. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.